Hi Pisces, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast from January 12th through the 18th. Now, your core energy this week is the Queen of Wands, which tells me you're stepping into your power, even if you're second guessing it, okay? So the Queen is bold, creative, and magnetic, and that energy is essentially showing up for you right now. But here's the thing. Stepping into your confidence doesn't mean you have to be like loud, right? Or perfect or on all the time. It just means you stop, shrinking yourself for people who don't really see you, okay? Now, you've been through enough to know that you're highly capable of anything, right? Now is the time to start essentially owning it, even if it's just for yourself. Then you have the Seven of Swords in the challenge and shadow position. Now, this card often shows up when something's happening underneath the surface, whether, it's someone else not being honest with you or you being totally real with yourself. But, so here's a few things you can ask yourself this week. So what truth am I avoiding right now? Where am I saying I'm fine when I'm not? And who am I still trying to protect, even if they're not showing up for me now, today, or ever? So this week, the challenge is to face something you've been tiptoeing around. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but honestly, it's gonna feel freeing, okay? Then you have the Five of Cups under the support and strength. Now, this card looks a little heavy, and yeah, there may be some grief or regret surfacing this week, but what's powerful is you're not stuck in it anymore, okay? So you're starting to see that just because something didn't work out the way that you hoped, that doesn't mean that everything is lost, okay? So you've got more options than you think, more resilience than you realize, and you're finally turning toward what's still there, not just what's gone, okay? Then you have the Ace of Swords in the love and relationship position. When it comes to relationships, or romantic or otherwise, this card brings clarity. This could be a truth coming to light, a tough conversation, or just finally seeing a situation for what it is. So it may not be easy, but it will be honest here. And from that place, you get to decide, what's worth continuing, what needs to shift, and what are you no longer pretending to be okay with, all right? So just speak clearly, trust your insight, and don't talk yourself out of it, because it's for your true self. Then you have the Ten of Wands in the position of career, life, direction. Now, you've been caring a lot lately, and honestly, it might be a bit too much. Look at this. Look at the caring here. So it could be work responsibilities, emotional pressures. It's literally all piling up, all right? And the message here is simple. You don't have to do it all alone, okay? This card doesn't mean quit everything. It means reorganize, delegate, let go of what's not yours to be holding on to. So you're at a point where something needs to shift so you can keep going without, burning out here. Now, your last card, the Oracle card here, is Adventure. Now, this is such a beautiful, reminder for Pisces type of energy, especially after all the emotional and mental weight here. Not everything has to be essentially planned. Not everything has to make perfect sense. You're allowed to not know what's next here and still, keep going, okay? So this week takes that one small risk, say yes to something, uncertain, shake up your routine. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It just has to, feel alive. Let life surprise you again, okay? All right, Pisces, this week is deep, but it is empowering. You're stepping into more truth, more confidence, more choice. Yes, there are some hard feelings to face, okay? But you're facing them with more strength than you probably give yourself credit for, okay? So let go of what's weighing you down and let something new come in. Even if you're scared, even if you're literally unsure, listen, you're ready, okay? All right, Pisces, if this resonated with you or helped you make sense of where you're at, I'd love to hold space for a personal reading. Also, don't forget to follow or subscribe, share, and to support my work and help it reach others. All right. Okay, folks, until we meet again, take care and bye.